Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this Valentine's Day dramatic makeup look for you guys. And yeah, let's get started. So to start off, I'm using this color right here from the Maybelline's Nudes palette, and I'm taking that color as my transitional color, so I'm just really packing on the color right above my crease. Then I'm going to grab this darker brown color and I'm putting that right on the crease area. And I'm using a smaller brush to do this. Just going back into my fluffy brush and making sure everything is nice and blended. I'm adding a piece of tape to the sides, and I guess I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. So I'm just adding a piece of tape because I won't be doing a wing, and I want to make sure that I get a sharp edge on the sides. So then I'm taking the color Mittens by Colourpop, and I'm focusing that color on my outer edges as well as my inner corners. And I'm dragging the color as well onto the outer parts of my eyes because, again, I do want to create a sharp line. Then of course going into that fluffy brush to make sure everything is nice and soft. I am taking a Game Face by Colourpop all over the middle of my lid where I didn't apply mittens, and I'm just packing that on with my finger. And this is super pigmented, you guys, and it's such a beautiful color. Then I'm going back into Mittens with a smaller brush again and just packing that on my crease to connect everything together. Then I'm taking the black color in the Nudes palette and packing that all over my outer corner as well as those edges that are close to the tape to almost make it look like I have a wing liner, but it's just a black shadow. I'm just using this brush to pack on that black, and then of course I'm going to go back into the fluffy brush to make sure that I blend that out a bit more. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. Then I'm applying a liner onto the lash line, but again, I'm not doing a wing, so I'm just taking this onto my lash line and then stopping at the very corner of my eye. Then I'm adding some falsies. I'm taking the Demi Wispies from Ardell, and then I've already primed my face. All the products are going to be listed down below. I'm taking MAC's I'm taking MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer and perfecting those outer lines that I created with the tape. And then I'm just going to take some of that concealer and conceal some of breakouts that I've gotten lately. Then I'm just carrying some leftover concealer onto my under eye area and those extra places where I feel like we needed some extra concealing. And then I'm taking my favorite foundation, and this is the Revlon Color Stay Whip Foundation, and I'm just dabbing that all over the skin and taking a Real Techniques blender or Real Techniques sponge to blend all of that out. And now I am about to try something for the first time in front of you guys while I was filming this video. And I took some red lipstick and I put it under my eye area to cancel out those dark circles that I have. And this was my first time trying it, and it actually ended up coming out really good. So you're going to see throughout the video it really helps with canceling my eyes. So I just added that onto my under eye area. And then what I did was that I just added my MAC Prep and Prime in the color Bright Forecast right on top of that. And then right on top of that, I added some more of the MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer. And this sounds like it's a lot of products, and that is because it is a lot of products. But hey, it is Valentine's Day, so we can take a little extra time in doing our makeup at this time. As you can tell, the red lipstick mixed with the MAC Bright Forecast really turned into like an orangey color, and I think that's why it really helped with concealing that area for me. And then I'm just using that Real Techniques sponge to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Then I'm setting that area with BH Cosmetics Sculpt and Glow palette. I'm taking the yellow powder from it and just putting that under my eye area. As you can tell, I'm using the palette as well to contour my face, my big fat round face. Now I'm going to grab a fluffy brush to make sure that all of those lines are nice and blended out. I'm going back into a Sculpt and Glow palette and grabbing the blush and just putting that onto my cheeks with this fake smile. And then just grabbing that brush to make sure that all of that is blended together. Taking MAC Soft and Gentle and applying that onto the highest points of my cheeks, as well as a little bit on the highest point of my nose, my cupid's bow, and under my brow bone, or right on my brow bone. And then of course just making sure everything is nice and blended. Going back into the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the lower lash line, and I'm taking Mittens again and applying that onto my outer lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into Game Face and take that onto my inner lower lash line. And I'm so sorry that this is a little bit blurry. It goes back to normal, I promise. I'm taking that black in the palette again and just smoking the lower lash line a little bit more. And then taking a smaller, fluffier brush to make sure that everything down there is nice and smoked out. I'm taking Urban Decay's Perversion liner and just adding that onto my waterline. And then taking the lightest color in the Nudes palette and putting that onto my tear duct. And I'm so sorry that I keep doing that with my eyes. My contacts were bothering the heck out of me this night. And anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start lining my lips with this red lip liner. And this is Rimmel's lip liner in the color Red Diva number 24. And then to top it off, I'm taking MAC's in Ruby Woo. I love this lipstick. It's so beautiful, you guys. And then to make sure that the outer edges of my lips are nice and smooth, I'm taking the concealer and just cleaning up around the lips to make sure we have that perfect red lip, and taking the Real Techniques sponge to make sure everything around is nice and clean and there are no lines. Then we're doing the finger test to make sure we get no lipstick on our teeth. And that's it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and you found some inspiration for your Valentine's Day makeup. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys soon on my next video. Bye!